Priscilla Flemming, thank you very much for making time to be interviewed for this project. And I'd just like to start with just a brief account of where you went to school, where you grew up.
Okay, I went to school at Kambala School, Rose Bay, right from the kindergarten right through to the final year. And my parents always lived in Vaucluse, so it was just a short bus ride to get to the school.
Tell us a little bit about your father, Harold Snelling QC. He was obviously a very important person in your life.
He was indeed. I'd always known him as a barrister, although I know that he was a solicitor first, and then during the Second World War he served in New Guinea. I was born in 1942, a war baby, obviously home on leave, I would think, and grew up in Vaucluse. My father was always very busy. Every night, of course, when he came home, he'd go straight into his study and be working there for a couple of hours. So I knew that the life of a barrister was a fairly rigorous one. When I left school, I did an arts degree at Sydney University and then got married at 21, had 2 children in quick succession, and then just needed something to exercise my brain. And some friends, legal friends who were lecturing at the BAB course, suggested that I might like to do that course.
The BAB course being, of course, the Barristers Admission Board.
That's right, that's right. And so at first it was just for the mental exercise, and I went through that. Because I had a degree, I could do that a little bit shorter. And when I came out the end of that, I said to my father, well, I think I'd like to go to the bar, thinking I'd get all sorts of encouragement from him. And instead he said, oh, no, Priscilla, no, the bar, the rough and tumble of the bar is no place for a woman. And despite that, I decided to go to the bar. And, of course, when I did get there and proved to be reasonably competent, he was very, very proud of me.
I wonder what bruising encounters of his own he might have been recalling when he gave you that advice.
Many and varied, I would think. He'd been in a lot of Privy Council cases. He'd had a lot of triumphs, which we heard about over the dining table. Didn't talk much about his work, but we did hear some of the highlights.
So when you came to the bar, you were, I believe, introduced to male barristers under your married name, Priscilla Flemming, and I believe when you were introduced as such, you got a cursory nod.
That's right. There weren't many women practising at the bar, probably maybe a dozen, but some of them only part-time, none who'd actually really made it their full-time career in a broad area of practice. And I'd go down to the bar common room and someone would introduce me, this is Priscilla Flemming, and I would get, as you say, a cursory nod, and then they'd say, oh, no, this is Harold's daughter. And then I'd get, oh, well, welcome to the bar. So it was a huge advantage to me to have a father who was the Solicitor General of New South Wales at that time. And I imagine for anybody coming to the bar, male or female, to have a relative practising at that time would be a huge advantage.